Let's talk toys. What's up, you guys? Toybiz here, and Comic-Con has come and gone, but the toy aisles are flourishing. My God, there is a ton of new action figures, new products already hitting the shelves. So if you didn't blow all your money at STCC, well then, yeah, you're kind of lucky. You can go to the store and find all the new toys in that sense. And now we finally have the second to the last wave of the Mattel DC Multiverse figures. This is the Toybiz Tribute Wave, based on the Batman 89 by Toybiz that they did. You kind of have a Michael Keaton Batman. You have the Joker that was vaguely resembling the old Joker that came in that wave. And now we have a Poison Ivy. And just FYI, there was supposed to be another figure in this wave. And as of right now, no promises, but they are doing what they can to somehow, some way, get that said figure out to you. They're working on it. You got our best interest now. They're killing it with these waves. The whole Killer Croc wave looks awesome. I am stoked on that Alfred. There's like several Alfreds in one. That's so cool. But I'm very happy to show these off. I was actually very stoked to find these in the store. It never really happens. Sometimes they come and go. But yes, they are hitting Target stores now. And here is all the information. You got the DPCI for Target, and then also the SKU number for Walmart. Walmart, they haven't shown up just yet. But yeah, you can find them definitely at Target starting as of about 2 days ago. So that is very cool. It's sad to see them go, but I'm curious to know how these figures are. Let's get them out of their packaging. This is the DC Multiverse, the Joker, Batman, Poison Ivy from the brand new Toybiz Tribute Wave. And here they all are out of the packaging, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I haven't had a really cool Joker figure in quite some time. I mean, just to even have the old-fashioned Toybiz style, like almost borderline Kenner. You know what I mean? Like Toybiz had him and then Kenner took over. But yeah, we're strictly staying within the realms of the original Toybiz figures. I just wish there was a Bob the Goon, man. That would have been an awesome figure. Poison Ivy is looking very lovely, almost like the comics version of around the late 80s into the 90s. But I would say a little bit more Batman the Animated Series, to be quite honest with you. The Michael Keaton Batman, I'll show you, he's got some great things going on, the Joker one. So let's look at these all individually. Now, Poison Ivy is looking quite fantastic. I like what they got going on with her. A bit of an obscure figure, let's just say, to do Batman 89, but they fit her in. It's always nice to have a really cool looking Poison Ivy figure, one that even comes with a ton of accessories as well. She does, of course, come with a classic Poison Ivy action figure weapon, bit of a crossbow situation, much like Batman the Animated Series. It was attached to her wrist, but this one being just a standard bow, and it does have a sculpted arrow right on the top, and nice detail overall, some intricacy inside. You get to see parts at the little trigger, the handle. We'll see exactly how it looks when she holds it, but overall it's just a green plastic piece. It's a little bit rubbery. This is very gummy, so it's not going to break or anything. And I'm glad that they put the arrow in. If it would have been cool to have an actual arrow that maybe you could pull this back, but no, that's what we got in that sense. And then we also get some of the classic Poison Ivy vines, and these basically will just wrap around her arms and legs, so you get two giant ones, and they are nice. They look like ivy. They look like plants that you would see that would be enveloping her, so that's cool. So you get the two small ones and you get the two tiny ones, so one's for the legs and one's for the arms. Now with the actual figure itself, she's got a nice face sculpt going on, nice head portrait. Like the hair, it's got a little bit of a black wash in it. It is very plain. It's not one of those digital face printing techniques, but it does look good for what it is. It looks very comic book to me, and I'm digging it. There's a little bit of a paint mishap right there on her chest. It looks like it kind of folded over. The flesh kind of dripped down a little bit. Underside of the neck, we do have a kind of like a neck garter right there. That's pretty cool that they put that in there. The gloves, the hands, she's basically two types of green, dark green, and the tights are light green with the dark green boots. There's no sculpts to the actual boots, but they are nicely painted for the most part. It just kind of curls up with the paint just a bit, but for the most part, the line work is good. Same with her arms, it's just painted on, but they look okay. It's just a little bit fuzzy on the back side. Everything looks good. The hair is a little bit pliable on the underside. You got all the Mattel mumbo jumbo right there. Articulation wise, she can move her head side to side. She's not going to look back because of the hair, but she can look down about that much, so not too shabby. I mean, it is what it is. You got articulation at the shoulders, swivels at the elbow, single jointed, and she does have some wrist swivel and hinges on it, so that's cool. She's got an upper diaphragm rotation, so that works. She kicks out to the side, up, down. She's got some thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then she also has rotation up, down, and I don't want to say she's got ankle pivot. It's just, well, quite possibly. It goes more to the side than anything. I wouldn't say it's like a total manipulation that you can do it. But overall, it's a nice looking Ivy figure. I think they nailed it in terms of what Poison Ivy should look like. Definitely liking that. And then with these, they definitely just wrap around her legs and arms. So once you get them all set up, that actually looks really, really cool. That's very much Poison Ivy. She's got all the vines around her. And if you're wondering, since she only has one open hand, she'll have to hold it on this side. And it's a bit wide for her hand. However, there you go. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. You're not going to be, you know, you can see the trigger is way up here, but it is what it is. She holds it nicely. She looks great. I'd say that's a nice looking Poison Ivy. Now, jumping from Kenner straight into the full-on Toy Biz mode of the Batman 89, we got the Michael Keaton Batman figure. He's clad in all black with a little bit of that yellow for the Bat's insignia symbol on his chest and the classic belt. I really wish they still had that pull string belt accessory gimmick. That would have been hands down amazing, but we don't play with toys no more. We got to put them right on our shelf, but man, oh man, had they gone that route. Now, they have beautifully recreated the Batman gas gun that you got with the original Toy Biz figure, and the detail on that is phenomenal. It's like perfect. It's straight out of the old accessory. And also the Batarang, which now, oh man, I love this thing. And it even has a string attached to it, and you can unravel it. Give me about 30 seconds, and this is totally going to have about 6 knots in it. But what you do is you take this end, you attach it right inside the gas gun, and bingo bango, you got yourself a Bat grapple. I absolutely love that. That is so old school, so cool. Hands down, that is amazing. Now with the figure itself, he is a flat black plastic with some glossy boots and gloves, but man, oh man, I love this figure. The only qualm that I have is that the face, the head sculpt, it's not Keaton in any way, but I'm still digging it, but it looks a little off, I will say. That's the only problem. He looks great from the side portrait, but full on, he's got like a weird thing going on with his lower jaw. That's really the only nitpick. But other than that, he's got a really nice painted bat signal. For the most part, it's okay. It just has a little bit of a bleed right there in the black. The problems with the belt kind of lie at the top. It's got a little bit of slop here and there, unfortunately, but I love the design of the boots. That is, hands down, that is Batman Returns. That is fantastic. I love the details on the gloves, the shiny black. That is so, so cool. And in terms of the articulation, you can look left, right, up for the most part, down. You can get him kind of brooding. He's got a ab crunch. It goes down about that much, doesn't go back. Waist swivel. It's got some good articulation at the shoulders. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbows. Wrist swivel, back and forth, twist. Kicks out, kicks back, kicks to the side. He's got some thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and he does have ankle pivot, and it works oh so beautifully. The cape, I really like this cape on him. Unfortunately, it doesn't go over the shoulders, and you really can't do much with it. It's just kind of straight down, but it's a heavier material. It's got a nice texture on that, and it's not like a paper cape. I love it. It's a cloth goods. That's definitely the way to go. And if you're wondering how exactly he holds his gas grappling gun for the Batarang, it just simply slips right into his hand, and he holds it really well, and you can kind of pretend like it's right there, and boom, shoots out, and he's taken off. That's pretty rad. Then you can do it old school style. You just kind of wrap it up just like this. Like I said, at least 7 dots before the end of this review, and he looks awesome. Well, it's not going to stay, but that's a great looking Batman. Very nice homage to Michael Keaton, the Toy Biz. Other than the head sculpt, I think it's got a great cape, nice look to him. Definitely a must grab. Which of course leads us to El Guasón, the Joker himself, and this is by far my favorite of the three figures. This is a fantastic looking Joker. It's the old school movie, the way they portrayed him in action figure form. Of course, it's the old comic book Joker when they brought him back after years of hiatus. He just epitomizes everything about that toy goodness, and it's fantastic. Of course, the Joker is going to come with his traditional Harlequinade skull cane. That looks awesome. It's just a flat plastic piece with a skull. It's a nice little yellow gold action going on. Nice detail. Very light, but a solid cane. He comes with two corsage pieces, one open and one closed, so you can attach to his lapel, and they work beautifully. And then, of course, he comes with some acid, and it wouldn't be complete without some Joker acid. Nice sculpt on this top part, hollow underneath, but I'll show you exactly how it works. So basically, just to use the acid, you would take this open-ported corsage and slip it right in there, and it's a nice tight fit. It's not going anywhere. Take the acid, simply stick it into there, and that is very cool. And you can also kind of make it so that he's kind of pushing on it. Look at that is a really cool effect. That looks awesome. You know, he's hitting Batman, covered him in acid, or Sid the Squid, something like that. But that's a really nice effect. Plus, you know, just the fact that you can kind of get his arm up there, his hand looks like he's holding it. That is very, very cool. I love that a lot. And then, of course, if you wanted to just do it standard Joker, just simply pop this out, and you kind of just slip your finger underneath, pops out, put the standard corsage on him, and then go ahead and get him to hold his Joker cane, and that looks fantastic. That's a really nice classic style Joker. The best part is, though, he does have a hand that looks like it can hold a handgun, so you can kind of give him one of the handguns you got lying around, and bingo bango, you got yourself a really nice Joker figure. Kind of get him into that classic style, like he's about to shoot Batman. That looks awesome. That's a gorgeous looking Joker figure. So that's going to do it for my fresh look at the brand new DC Multiverse Toybiz / Kenner Tribute series. I really like all three of these figures, if I'm being quite honest with you. They were designed by J&L Toys and Bill Beneke over at Mattel, and I think they did a fantastic job with the tribute. It looks like they jumped right out of the old Toy Biz, the 89. Poison Ivy looks like she came right from the Kenner from Batman the Animated Series. I think you're going to have a great time with these figures. They are hitting Target stores now. That's where I found mine. So expect them to be around the reset on August 1st. Target's doing a major thing. But I'm curious to know what you guys thought. Will you be picking up any of these figures? Did you have the old Batman 89s? Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk all things Toy Biz, Kenner, Mattel, and just do it up right. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, when it comes to old school action figures, nothing beats just the old gimmicky stuff. It's just so much fun, and I love it. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.